are better than the gods who created us. They say when Eve, which could be Isis, and told Adam, which could be Osiris, and took him off, she became his teacher. Well, we already know that the bone in Hebrew, the bone or the rib, Adam's rib, that's where you get the word rabbi, teacher. So Eve is Adam's teacher. And she said, she took this Adam off, and now this is pre-Christianity, before it was made into the ward of the Roman state. So she takes Adam off, and she starts teaching him. She said, look, our people who created us, we are higher than them. So what do they mean by that? The people who created us, this basically took a high spirit and snatched it down into a physical realm. So the creator that created us was a subordinate figure, a doll of Ra, or what have you. Got several names, Yahweh or what have you. Was this subordinate figure that snatched us from a higher plane, from non-physical, and put us down into a physical reality. But because he is the creator in the physical world, doesn't necessarily mean that he is higher than us. You see what I'm saying? We came from a higher realm than him. In so many words. When it said that the divinities will leave Egypt, there was also talking about Egypt was this great civilization. But when the divinities leave, they left so that they could be transformed into a new beings. Another thing here is this. Another thing here is this, on how this thing also happens. You have civilizations that rise up, and they're called rays of initiation. So what happens here is the sun, that is the son of Sirius, will put out a ray. Or the sun will put out a ray, and that ray will come to a civilization, and it will raise the melatonin levels of creativity to create a new civilization. And that civilization can last for 2,000 to 3,000 years, or 10,000 years, or 11,000 years if you're ancient Egypt. It can last for so long. In the modern days, you know, most of the last civilizations for the last since the Moors was 700 years, and after that, most of them have been about 300 years before they peaked. But anyway, the sun will give a ray of initiation. It will give a ray, and it raises the melatonin levels or the melanin levels, and that civilization becomes the creative paradigm of the world. And when it's time for it to fall, it takes back those rays, and that civilization falls. That civilization falls. You can access that type of material if you get a book called Tutankhamun Prophecies by Maurice Cornerill. I got some other older books on rays of initiation, but the modern one that explains that stuff is a book called Tutankhamun Prophecies by Maurice Cornerill. So all you got to remember is Tutankhamun Prophecies. So those are some of those things that's happening. There's multi levels on what's actually going on.